get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Short dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there? Always falling for the wrong guys. They keep telling me it's alright. How could I be so blind? I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Short dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? 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 Can I take you there?
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to.
Hello and welcome. So I'm just getting things set up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Love how y'all are chatting. Thanks for the compliments on the build. Should be fun. We're using some older hardware today, but it's just an HT PC, so we don't have too much to do quite yet, but I've got a lot to tell you guys about. And actually, before we get started on the build, just want to show you real quickly what's going on with this weekend, because I'm sure you all know it's Black Friday weekend, kinda. So just want to make sure you guys go to the homepage. So if you're on our homepage here, all you got to do is click on this big old banner. I know it's like all out of scale and out of whack. I'm on an ultra wide, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. However, we do have that going, so make sure you check out all these sales. So a bunch of Singularity stuff's on sale. I believe, yeah, even the Wraith, just like we're building in today, the Wraith as well as the Spectre, the newest Spectre, are all on sale. So that's usually not the case around here. We never put cases on sale as far as that goes. However, if manufacturer agrees to do it, then we will. So those are on sale. And then EK is 25% off, Bits Power is 25% off, Cable Mod, Optimus. Pretty much every brand we carry has a discount. So make sure you stop by this page here, check out what's going on, browse through the products, and then before you head out, make sure you check out all these giveaways. I think some of them ended. I believe this one just ended today, and the Alpha Cool one might have, but there's still several giveaways up for grabs. So be sure you guys just enter in those. They're real easy. They're just Gleam giveaways. So just check out some Facebook pages and whatnot. So pretty easy stuff, and there's a lot to win. So make sure you guys check that out. Let me put a link in chat for y'all. What? Sign in to chat? You gotta be kidding me. Apparently I've got to go like this, and you guys can watch yourselves for a second here. There you go. It's a gross link, but it's the link, so don't worry about that. But check it out. We can get on to the build now, though. How's everybody's weekend going? Money, yeah. Hello, I was introduced to this channel by Mr. Ryu Dragon. What a guy, dude. Ryu Dragon's been here pretty much forever, so he's a nice character. Let me know if the audio's a little... Ooh, it's a little loud. Let me fix that. Okay, how's this? Yeah, that should be it. Maybe I'll turn up a little bit. Somebody's DMing my pants off on Discord. No, it still needs to be louder. Okay, now I think, yeah, now it's plenty good. So, how's it going, folks? I guess I can show you guys that I'm here. So, hello. So, we have the build going. Got a bush latte out. It's Saturday. We're just enjoying the holiday weekend. What are you guys up to? I got chat over here, so how are you guys? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Good. I'm waiting for my... Ooh, you got a Spectre 3? So in the corner I have a Spectre 2, which I'm still working on finishing, even though I'm starting another build. But here we are, nonetheless. We can get started on this. So really all I was going to do today was kind of get the CPU in, show you guys the hardware. Cable mod came through already, and Matt hooked me up with some sick cables. These things are really cute, actually. I didn't get that many because using like M.2 drives, and there's really not much else going into this build. So pretty small, tiny cables. I got them specified to the length that Daniel, or Singularity Computers, recommends for this case, because the PSU actually, here I'll move the stuff, and you'll notice that the case is a little bit barren right now, and that's why we can't really build a whole ton today. I sent all the panels down to PPCs. So Garrett, if you guys know about our UV printing, we do UV printing now, so I'm going to have him print on all the panels, pretty much like both sides. Tons of UV printing, kind of show off what that can do, because for me, I don't know, there's really nothing to like cut up on a case like this as far as those kind of mods go. So I'm not too sure quite as yet like how far we're gonna go with the mods, but definitely getting all the panels printed on. May do a little bit of modding and stuff to like the blocks. I don't know, I might, you know, mill something on the block somewhere. Maybe. We'll see how industrious I get, because the card does go like right here in the case. It's vertically mounted, so the card's kind of centerpiece. The block definitely needs a cleaning. I got to do that one of these days before we put it in. This is an older 1070 Strix, so not really super new by any means or super powerful. However, this is just going to be an HT PC, so I'll go in my living room, and pretty sure a 1070 is going to be more than enough to, you know, watch movies and stuff. Occasionally it might get used to game on by like a friend, but I highly doubt it's going to be too intense. And then we just have 9100 and i3, which once again, plenty enough for this. The board actually came from Cable Mod Matt, so it's a, I forget, it's a Strix 370, I believe. What did it say? I can't see, but it's like a 370 because I needed to get a newer CPU for it. I had like a 7700K I was gonna put in it, but then I realized this was too new. So yeah. What do we else? I'm cooking, watching the Masters work that liquid. Yeah, man. Do you guys know when you'll get restock the GTR? Ooh, so if we went out this weekend, it's probably gonna be a little bit, just because, you know, this weekend we probably got hit hard. Let me make this chat a little bigger because it's hard for me to read it from here. I'm getting old, I think. Oh man, there's no way to make the font bigger, is there? Son of a gun. Is there? No, of course not. Live chat, I want. Okay, well, it's as big as it gets. Man, that's one nice piece to have as an 8. Yeah, I mean, I've had the case now, the Wraith, because this is actually technically the old Wraith too. Now, he did some updates to it, and it's like ITX and DTX, I believe. Maybe somebody else can enlighten me. I haven't been totally up to date on hardware, but I'm not quite sure what the fad is with DTX, or if it even is a fad. But you guys can let me know what that's all about. But the new one fits both of those. And otherwise, it's pretty much the same setup as far as I know. I don't think they changed the dimensions. So it should be pretty much the same case. Oh, this is really inspiring. Planning an O11D Mini. Nice. That sounds fun. I really like small form factor builds. A while ago, I did Evolve Mini ITX for my boss, and that was a lot of fun, even though I technically like rebuilt the entire chassis and just left the outside pieces on it. It can be quite challenging. I'm really looking forward to this one, though, just because the Wraith is really set up for water cooling, because with the Evolve, especially the older style Evolve and the Mini ITX version at that, it's tough to water cool in that case, whereas this is all set up for it. So I want to have you guys help me kind of along the way with the mods and stuff on this one, just because I'll basically dictate the color theme, which, as if you couldn't tell, this is the color theme. So we got carbon sleeving. These are Cable Mod. So carbon from Cable Mod, gray, and then silver. So that's basically black as well, obviously. The case is originally black. But I'm going to stick to that color scheme. I'm not quite sure yet what Garrett has in mind for the patterns and stuff on... I want to cool your eyes so you can read chat easier. Sounds like a thermal issue. Yeah, it's nice colors. Yeah, I like the colors. And like I said, it's an HT PC. So it's going to be in my living room. And I mean, my living room's mainly gray and whatnot, just pretty plain. So I'm not trying to go like out there with any of these designs or mods. It's not supposed to like jump out at you by any means. I just want it to look modern and not too loud. So that's what I'm going for. But if you guys have any suggestions for like cool patterns you've seen that you think would be printed on there, feel free to send me those. Otherwise, I'll bring you guys along for most of the modding that we do aside from the UV printing, but you guys will see those panels, obviously. But I know I'm going to want to do a little bit with it. Like, I'm sure you guys would agree, I should make an IO shield of some sort for it. This is just so gross. This is a nice board. Like I said, KidMod Matt gave it to me. It's a Strix board. It's not a bad board, and it came with the block. Well, he gave it to me with the block because he doesn't have the original heat sinks anymore. So if you hate the block, I hate to tell you, it's what's on the board. So we're going with that. Otherwise, simple stuff on that. I might mess with the GPU block. You guys might like to see that. I'll definitely stream it or video record it when I mill it on the CNC if I do end up doing that. But I guess to start today, we're going to install a CPU. So as you can see, I do have two M.2s, although I need to find a better standoff for this one. It's too tall. So I need to find a little standoff, which is sad. I got to like order one or something. But yeah, I'll just run two M.2s on it. That way, this case does have a nice SSD spot right there. You can actually fit, I think it's like 9 to 13 SSDs. Like, it's a lot. If you had 2.5-inch drives, you could make this. If I had the money, I was considering doing like a NAS HT-PC or like a Plex media server PC. Oh, these are metric. So I would do that just because it has the, it's not a metric. It's EK stuff, so of course. it would work great for that. Because, I mean, if you had the money to spend on drives, okay, 6 times the charm. It would do really good for that. The drives sit there real nice. It looks really clean with the drive holder. I don't think I'm going to have the drive holder. Now, you guys can tell me if this is too loud or not. My one consideration for modding the case, you guys might not like this. DTX isn't really a fad. It's more that Asus decided to use DTX for extra... Oh, okay. So it's... Well, so Asus is the only brand of boards that's really making them? That's odd, but I guess that's cool. I mean, I would pick one up if I was buying new stuff and it made sense. Somebody gave me this board, so this is what I got. No, but I was going to consider maybe, just maybe, milling out a spot right here for a 5-inch screen. Oh, I put mine away. But those 5-inch LCDs, I could make a nice little cover plate for it. It would fit in kind of seamlessly. And I do like those. I just don't know if I want to do that just because it's not that practical for an HT PC. Like, when I'm sitting on my couch, I highly doubt I can make the text big enough on the 5-inch screen to be like of any value. I guess with gauges and stuff, it may be somewhat readable. You'd at least be able to like kind of tell if it's getting too hot or something. But I don't even know if you want that, like, because that might detract from, like, if you're watching a movie. I don't know if you'd want another thing going or not. So you guys tell me, screen right here or no screen? Bulma's already out there with the Daytona Blue. The Daytona Blue on that is really nice. And like I said, guys, I'm still working on finishing up that build. I've got a lot more coming for that, and it will happen very soon. Today I actually just finished moving all the stuff from my parents' house where my shop used to be to my new shop that I just got done building this past week. So you guys will get more streams out back in like the actual shop pretty soon with the CNC, doing some case modding, probably some painting and whatnot. Just lots of fun stuff, back to the good old grind. So I hope you guys are excited for that, because I sure am. It'll be nice to have a shop again. Oh, that's right, I'm a dummy. I need my screwdriver. All the heat sinks attached to it. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, it'll be nice to be back in an actual dedicated shop for working on this. Because, I mean, this is fine right here, actually. This is my office. And this is fine for doing stuff like this. Might need to grab the other screwdriver. This one is too small. But I don't know. I feel like a shop is still the best place to work by far. Where did my big... Oh, there he is. See, in my garage, or my shop, I guess to some it might just be a garage, but it's a shop for me. It's much more organized. 3 screens. I only have 2 on my desktop. So I have 2 ultra wides. I guess there's that monitor like over there. That's, I guess, for the test bench, but I don't really use the test bench for much anymore besides testing coolant, which you don't actually need a screen for. Wouldn't you believe it? Oh, you did say 2 screens. Yeah, I do have 2 screens. You gotta have 2. Like, honestly, I'd be fine with one like ultra wide, a 3440 by 1440. That's enough. But 2 is much nicer, because like when you're gaming and stuff, that way you can have your Discord and whatever else, open your music, your Spotify. Nothing beats having a shop. Yeah, I totally agree, man. I'm super excited. I'm just finishing up with the small stuff now in this next week, setting it all up, because we literally, me and my dad, just dumped everything in there probably an hour before I started this. So got lots of work to do still, but it's all kind of the fun stuff, I guess, at this point. It's no more just a lot of manual labor. Okay, this screw. Come on, buddy. There we go. So I did go through and actually clean this monoblock out, so it's much better. Matt gave it to me in pretty rough shape, but it's looking a lot cleaner now, so it should be fine. I'm not actually the biggest fan of monoblocks anymore myself. However, like I said, I'm kind of stuck with it, unless you know somebody with yeah, it's a Z370i gaming. So if you know someone with one of those sitting around, can give me the heat sinks, I'd consider running just a CPU block on it. I have plenty of CPU blocks, so I would totally do that. But I don't know. It's like I said, Hank ended up spotting me the 9100. He got me the PSU. I think that's all I need. Oh yeah, and then an SSD or two. Those are honestly cheap though. They're not NVMe. They're not super fancy. They're just like either 240s or 480s. I don't know. Something simple. Nothing crazy though. This is like $100 chip. It'll run my movies and whatnot. So we're gonna slap it in there. I'm sure you guys can argue with it if you want about how it's way underpowered for any kind of gaming, but we'll see how it does. I can always swap it out someday. So, oh, that's right. It comes with. I don't care about all this stuff. I just want this. What is this? Get rid of that. Nonsense. Okay. So now that we're here, oops, let's not bend pins. I'm notorious for bending pins, to be honest, guys. So don't watch me. This could be like a Verge. You guys ready to like start screen capping this for the next Verge video? See how many different things we can do. I need my wireless anti-static wristband. Crap. Don't have one. So which way does this go? It's been a while since I threw in a CPU. I think it just goes straight. Where's the freaking corner? Yeah, it is there. Okay. They don't put it on the board. Here we go, boys. Oh, I don't think I bent any pins. Intel is so stressful. Boop. It comes with Intel's craptastic stock cooler. Yeah, dude, they look so bad too. Like, honestly, like AMD, that's a big win in my opinion. Like actually having a stock cooler that doesn't look like butt. Like at least then when you get your computer and if you don't have a bunch of money to spare, you can slap that on there and it works. It actually works pretty good from what I've seen. The Intel one's like still the same thing. It's meh. Here we go, guys. First vote for what you guys get to decide. Which one? Because it's really gonna make a huge difference on this 9100. It's a straight 9100, nothing fancy. So, which one, boys? Like a glove. I love that, dude. I wish we could GIF in here. I love that GIF. So you guys tell me, and we're gonna do a craptastic job of applying it. Not really. I'm not gonna spread this. I'm just gonna put some on. It's gonna work. KPX, duh. TG, dude, that's 1 for 1. Let's go. Somebody decide this. Next person to pick one is the deciding vote. KPX it is. Mr. Ryu Dragon spoke up. I like them both. I have a bunch of both, so I don't know. I just use whatever I grab, and I did see both of them before I started this, so here we are. I like the KPX more. Like if you're actually gonna spread it though, just uh-oh. I told you guys this was gonna be craptastic. That gave a little too much force there. That's kind of like a P, isn't it? Check it out. Pretty much the best P y'all have ever seen. Put in the comments how much you hate it. So, we'll throw that on there. I think we're just gonna stick the block on now. Pretty simple stuff. I want to check out the PSU and want to make sure the cables are good. And I can get an idea of the runs to make sure they're okay. This, I don't understand that. Like, okay, so I get it. Like, you got an RGB cable for the nice little RGB strip in there. That's cool. But why did you make this like 6 miles long? I'm going to plug it in. The header's like, what is this? This is regular RGB. Oh. I don't have a regular RGB header, so I'm not plugging it. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll figure that out another day. So here we go. We're just gonna stick just like that. The mono blocks can kind of be a pain to install, and definitely to uninstall. Like if you guys are trying to run like a test bench, definitely not a mono block, because look at this crap you gotta go through. Boop, boop, boop. But at least this will be done now. I can throw the board in. I guess we could. If I find the little screws, I can throw the board in there. Although I might take it apart if we do end up cutting up the case. Mushed P would be proud of that application. Does he actually? I haven't watched Gamers Nexus in a while, but that is one of my favorite channels just because they're pretty straight shooters. I know Steve is a real straight shooter, and they kind of just tell you how it is, which is what I like to see in YouTube content for the most part. I mean, up to a lot of BS on here, but besides the point. No, I appreciate everyone stopping in. I hope, has anybody scored some sick deals for Black Friday? I actually didn't get any of this hardware on Black Friday at all, so I didn't really look for too much. I went shopping at like the hardware stores, looked for some tools. I picked up a few things for the shop, but I didn't go crazy or nothing. How about you guys though? You find any sick Black Friday deals, or y'all waiting for Cyber Monday? I think I always used to see, at least in past years when Black Friday was more legit, that Cyber Monday was always better for electronics from what I always saw. Could be wrong though. I know last year I kind of splurged on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because I bought a 2080 Ti. I bought my one ultra wide, that Alienware one. I got good prices on everything too, because I got the 2080 Ti for like just over 900, and back last fall, that was the top of the line card, so $900 wasn't too bad. I think I got like a monitor for 600. Steve does the massive amount of thermal paste, so yeah, I mean, that's definitely too much what I put on there. However, since it was so crappily applied, I'd rather have a little too much and just let her spread itself out, and it'll work. I mean, it's a 9100. I'm not overclock. Well, you can't. I don't. Maybe if you get some crazy BIOS patch or something, but I'm not putting the effort into it. So there's an overclocking board, so I guess you guys could say I'm sinning by putting in just a non-K SKU, but bite me. I'll put a chip in this if it really does struggle, like if I try to play games, because I guess I do have a 4K TV, so even the 1070 is like not ideal. But we'll just see how it does. Like, more often than not, I think I'm just going to use it to watch Netflix and crap, because I'd rather honestly work a wireless keyboard out there. I have a Samsung TV, and it's not even a year old, and in the menu it's like super laggy, and it's just obnoxious to try to deal with. It's just, I don't know what's up with the smart TV, and I thought Samsung wasn't too bad, but the software, the firmware, the operating system, whatever you call it on a TV, is just terrible. So I'd rather I'll just switch over to a PC. Deals, I think people just want to be able to buy something. Yeah, totally true. So did you guys all hear that too, about how supposedly a bunch of these new cards were all like going directly to miners? I didn't know. Like, that makes a lot more sense now that you hear it. I don't know, has anybody like actually gotten that confirmed, or is that just some myth that I saw on Facebook? Because I'm not sure, but I thought I heard that and I was like, that's kind of crazy, because even though that's happened before, not necessarily at a launch, it's happened before, and even back then people were saying how much, like, it really doesn't make that much sense for miners to buy these cards, because they're not mining cards. Like, they can mine, but it's not what they're meant for. Obviously, the actual mining cards are way more ideal for mining stuff, but maybe when the new product comes out, it's like makes more sense because it's cheap and it's really fast or something. I don't know. I don't mine myself, so I wouldn't know. Heard it, yeah. Enjoy building in the Wraith. You'll understand my frustration. Yeah, dude. James, you built in one, or you're building like another one now, aren't you? Or no, you're just doing yours over again or something. I forget. You let me know. And you let me know if there's anything I need to know first, because I still do have to order a few parts, guys. I still have to get 2 240 rads, so I'm going to run 2 240s because that's what you can fit in here. So one up top, one out front. Have to get those. I'm torn between EK and Hardware Labs. What do you guys think? Can you all vote? I guess it might just come whatever's in stock when I get around to ordering it. I'm going to be in Florida in another week and a half, so I may just wait till I go down there and just bring them back with me. I don't know. Do miners make more money with faster GPU? Yeah, I would assume so. The better the GPU, the more you can mine. But like I said, even a dedicated mining card, I think, still runs laps around any new GPU. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe the mining cards are like behind a generation still, so then when this new generation came out, those were the cards to have then to use for mining, because you get ahead of everybody. I don't know. I want another Wraith. Oh, that's right, you lucky dog. That'll be cool to see what you do with it, man. You knocked the first one out of the park, so I'm excited to see what you do with the next one. But yeah, let me know if there's any tips. I mean, I don't know if you saw, I got these cables already. I think it should be fine, because so I suppose I could find the screws and we could put this board on here real quick. but the PSU goes right here and it stands like up. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna bust out the PSU actually real quick, and then we'll mount the board. I want to check this thing out. You guys have seen the card, just the Strix 1070. This is one of my earlier GPUs, and it's still got the block on it, so it's all just gonna be nice and water cooled. Should be a really quiet case. Oh, that's right, and fans. So you guys suggest rad and fan combos. I work on my Asus board. Oh, which water temp sensor do you recommend? Oh, really? For the 2-pin, just the temp sensor ones where it's like a G1/4 probe, or even the inline ones. I think some of those aren't too bad. But I know the probe ones, just the G1/4 plug version, those things are, as far as I've had all kinds of brands, and as far as I can tell, they've all measured accurately. I'm sure they all use the same 10K ohm resistor. So really any of them, I mean, whatever's in stock. The Barrow and the Bike Ski, I believe, are going to be the cheapest, and I've used those. They work fine. Bits Power makes them, I think. EK doesn't, but there's a bunch of brands, and honestly, I just buy whatever matches your build and what's in stock. Same PSU used? Yeah, I was looking for a PSU. I really myself try to always put gold-rated PSUs in my systems, just because one, I never turn them off for the most part, especially like an HD PC, and two, I'd just rather not have to change a PSU down the road. So here it is. This one really wasn't too bad, and I always make sure to buy a PSU that's compatible with cable mod cables for like the full length replacements, because as much as it is a part of this hobby, rebuilding cables is not my forte. I just really don't have the time for it. So although this one would be probably the easiest set to make, because as I showed you, they're like 200 millimeters long for the most part. Oh my lord! Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen! What? It's so small! I'm dying right now, guys. I'm geeking out right now. I didn't realize it'd be this. Look at that! My hand is like bigger than, oh my lord, I didn't realize that. I suppose I should have been able, I mean, the box is like regular PSU size, so like I figured just be like, boof. Let me get this out of the bag. This is adorable, James. Did you know it's so small? Dude, PSUs have actually improved quite a bit in the last decade. Like, if you look at what we used to use in this hobby, one, there's nothing even close to this size doing 650 watts. 650. Like, this is as big as PSUs used to be. Oh my lord. Eco mode, the auto ecosystem provides zero noise at low to moderate loads. Oh, well, we can leave that on. I don't care. But we don't need the sticker. Dude, so tiny. Yeah, dude, look at this. Like, the motherboard is bigger. The ITX motherboard is significantly larger. As I was just explaining, the PSU sits right here, and like, let me move this board too. So the PSU sits on the bottom panel, and then you get a little cable that goes from the bottom panel, and it'll go out the back. So you have a little power cable that routes out this way, so you can plug it in normally to the wall. And he gives you that cable, so it comes with it. So it sits right here. But I was at first thinking, like, you know, maybe it'd like come up to like right here, and I'd be like, that's kind of gross, because like, who the hell wants to see a PSU? But I love seeing this thing now. Honestly, it's so cute. Which way do you think I should put it though? This way? I think I should I wouldn't mind seeing the fan. I think sitting right here is just fine. I think just like that. I hope that's the way it mounts on at least though. But then, so it'll sit right there, and then this plugs in. Oh. Why did they do that? That's like wrong. Interesting. This may make it harder to cable manage when it's... Maybe it works. I don't know. I don't build cables, so I don't know. I guess no matter what, it has to like crisscross. And you guys could critique me on how many combs I used. Yeah, I didn't realize that they would put the joints... I know they have to put them a minimum distance, so this must be the minimum distance they put the joints from. So as you can see, a bunch of wires go from 2 to 1, which I guess with a more ideal PSU it doesn't do that, but that's besides the point. We have this here. We're here now. check the descript. Show. Is the Singularity Wraith muddy? Fan facing out for better. Yeah, I think out, because I need the other panel, obviously, the bottom panel for the exact mounting location, but I think it does get pretty close. So out was probably going to be better. And I mean, it has nice branding on it. Maybe I'll make a cover for it. I don't think so, though. It's so adorable just the way it is. I think maybe I should have made this a little bit shorter. This is kind of gross sitting out here, but we'll have to work on how to actually cable manage this. Oh, well, boys and girls, I think that just solved my little screen idea situation, because the 24 pin alone is going to cover up the whole friggin' thing. So we won't be able to put one there. We could put one somewhere else if we wanted to. I'm still torn on that idea. I do like my little screens, but I don't know if this is the right build for it. So then we just have, what is this, PCI. So this goes right over here. At least they're the correct connectors. But these are the lengths that Daniel suggested. Oh, and this should work perfect actually for the GPU, because like I said, the GPU sits right here, so it'll be able to come right around on front. Perfect. And then EPS, this I'm slightly worried about. CPU's over there. He said this length was all you needed, but this is where we're gonna have to connect up or put on the board. Oofda boys, I might have to reorder an EPS cable. It looked short, and yeah, that's sad. It's what Daniel told me. Let's see, I think these are the screws. Oh yeah, there they are. So let's get this board on there. Can at least see that. Where did that screw come from? I still can't get over how adorable that PSU is. That is my freaking favorite. I never thought I'd see the day. So let's move this. Grab these. I might as well lay this down so I don't screw anything up. There we go. This bad boy right here. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay with the little impromptu stream. I did really want to reiterate all the sales and giveaways going on. Make sure you guys check those out. I linked it in chat. Someone else can link again. I'll link it again too. Otherwise, just head to the homepage on PPCs and you'll see where all the giveaways and discounts this weekend are, because there's a lot going on. So I like how Daniel always includes stainless fasteners. I really like stainless over the black. Black's fine, but stainless is classy. And it matches all the fasteners in the waterway. So yeah, like I said, guys, this weekend, this case, the newer version of it, technically the newer, better version. I don't really know how much has changed, but it is newer and better. It's 20% off. So you can get it, normally it's $700. So now it would be like $540, and then you'd have to add tax, obviously. But you can get a bunch of money off, and even more off of a Spectre. So if you guys are looking at stepping up your case game, I mean, these are technically the last two cases that I built in, the Spectre and the Wraith now. Both Singularity Computers chassis, and I've had great experiences in both. So, well, just starting on this one, but in the Spectre, it's a lot of fun. So definitely worth investing in if you want a case that, you know, obviously you don't buy a Spectre and then go next year, oh, the new case came out, I'm going to get one of those. Hey, by all means, go for it. But you definitely have a bigger budget than I do if that's how you roll. Sorry for the bump. So, here we go. Got that. So I'm really thinking this EPS is too short, because PSU goes somewhere right in here. And yeah, I bet it does sit pretty close, because the GPU's got to come out right here. And that'll be on the back panel, obviously, like that. But that sits right there. It's too bad this wasn't over a little further so it would line up better, but we'll figure that out later. So I bet you this sits pretty far back. And yeah, there is no way. Oh, I just unplugged it. I mean, here it plugs into the board up here, and I mean, ideally you'd have it like come, yeah, it would look nice just routing along just like that. So I'm gonna have to get, that's probably another 50 millimeters or so. We do that and probably put it behind the 24 pin, I'm guessing. Suppose. I mean, there's no really, I wouldn't do it this way. This is gross going like that. And there's me a radiator up here, so you really kind of got to stick to it like right here ish, because there's gonna be radiator and fans. So that's 60 millimeters of distance, which is already gonna get close. So it's gonna have to come across just like that. That's too bad. I messed up, guys. Well, at least we sorted that now. Oof, short, yeah. That's what I did, going from an S2 to S3, Daniel's fault. Oh, really, dude? Dang. You're not, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all, like I said. And for you, now that you have both the S2 and the S3, I am a little bit bummed I got an S2. I mean, there's no way I can be bummed that I got one, because Daniel gave it to me, and it's a sick case. But the S3, there's a lot of cool changes with that. So I could totally see upgrading to that. And like I was going to say, you still have two great cases to build in. As you can see, I have this test bench, I have my computer, I'm going to have this, I have a bunch of computers, so you can't have too many. I made mine extra long and hit it with the rad. Oh, okay, so you kind of went up. I suppose, yeah, there's probably enough space, there's probably got to be a gap right here, so you kind of go up and over. Do you remember about how long you made that? I mean, I can measure now that I have everything here. And I'm, like I said, I'm still guessing this probably sits right about there-ish. Because it's got to be enough away from these ports, and it's got to be enough in for the GPU. So right about there-ish. Yeah, I could go all the way up. And I mean, I don't mind this. This doesn't look terrible. Although coming behind the 24 pin, maybe. But then if you come up from the rad, like, then where do you come down? You come all the way. You come all the way over here and then come over. Because that's doable too. I don't know. No matter what, it has to be longer. Sadly, it's purely too short. And the owner of Spectre Spirit, or was. I gutted it and sold it. Oh, dang. That's dope. I mean, you might as well. Like I said, at a point, you're going to run out of space. So, not a bad deal. Did you make most of your money back, or not so much? Let me look at my order. Yeah, you can let me know. You can just DM me. If you know the length, then that's fine. Like I said, no matter what, I'm going to reorder this cable because it's not going to cut it, sadly. I mean, I could build my own. It's not too bad, especially now that I have the exact connectors that I need. So I could... We sell, which is really cool. If you guys are into building your own cables, I did a video a while back. Go check it out on our how-tos. But we sell cable mod pre-sleeve wire and they have crimped ends already, so they have the pins. All you buy is your connectors, your combs, whatever combs you want, and then the colors of sleeve or cable that you want. And they come in like 50, 100. They come in a bunch of different lengths. You can buy them. It's like 50 millimeters at a chunk in length, so it's not super specific. However, you can do that, and I found one, it's really good for extensions, because obviously extensions, those connectors are easy to come by, and it's hard to screw up an extension. It's pretty much impossible. You have to be really bad. But extensions are easy, really easy to do with that. This build, you obviously don't want to run extensions. There's not enough room. Hence the modular PSU and whatnot. Sold the S2 for $1,000. Wow. So yeah, you did make most of your money back. I mean, you took a little bit of a hit, but you got to use a fun case for a while, and now that you're moving into the S3, you pretty much know all the ins and outs of it. Because even for me with the S2, I learned that the 60 mil rads with fans on it I had to get pretty tricky with the fitting setup on that top rad, to say the least. So the S2 has a few slight downfalls, I would say. PSU shroud isn't my favorite, whereas on the S3 PSU shroud, friggin' cool. I like it a lot. I wouldn't even touch it. Whereas mine, I'm modding it a little bit. That's what I'm working on right now. And like I said, the rad thing was the only thing that kind of bummed me out. It didn't really bum me out because I worked around it and it doesn't look bad with the fittings I used. It just took me off guard because obviously it says in the manual you can have a 60 mil rad in there, no problem. Which, yeah, is true. It just takes some creativity with your fittings is all. I had to get the offset fittings because it's still the same general layout-ish, and the top rad comes down like right here. So you get offset fittings and it drops down the port, you know, another ½ inch or whatever, and that's just enough to get your stuff going. So there are a few things, and what Daniel said is he did fix that in the S3. I think overall it grew maybe like 10 millimeters in each direction or so. I don't think it grew too much, but it did grow a little bit, just so then you don't run into that. Or maybe he just moved the ports. I don't know what he did, but he said the 60 mil compatibility is like on point now, whereas in the old one, not quite. You're better off with 40s or 45s just so you have the room. But if you like to be ambitious like me, go for it. 500 millimeter. You can drop it down to 450 with the way I went. Okay. Yeah, see, Daniel told me like 300, I think. That's all this is. And it's clearly, like, I guess you could. Like, we totally could plug it in, boys. Just right across everything. Just not good. So, that'll have to get done. But, no, otherwise, this is kind of the general gist of it that I wanted to get to you guys. Like I said, I'm really hoping that I can take you guys with me in this build and kind of just let you guys do a YouTube mods it type deal. I know we used to have Twitch plays all the time. I don't think that's even popular anymore, but we'll have a YouTube mod series, so to speak. I picked the colors for you guys, but you guys can keep giving me pointers on what mods to do, what mods not to do, and all that good stuff. We're not going to go too overly crazy, but if you guys are looking to see some experimenting, like you wanted to try a mod but you're not quite sure yet how to do it, feel free to shoot her in the comments and I'll give it a shot myself if it seems like it'll work. So, but I appreciate everyone who came by today. It's really awesome to see all y'all here. Hope y'all are enjoying your Saturday. If you're building PCs, be sure to share those builds to builds.gg for one. I believe the BOTM just ended today, which is sad. But it's going to start again for next month. So if you guys are working on some new builds or you got some builds, post them up. Builds.gg is the place to do it. You can win almost $1,000 if you take first place. Otherwise, second place evens a bunch of free money. So, Matt's Mod Series Pog. Yeah, dude. Do you have a Twitter? We do have Twitter. We rarely use it, though, although I noticed that Streamlabs auto-posts stuff like this on Twitter for us. So you'll see a bunch of auto-posts on it. Otherwise, you don't really want to follow our Twitter. If you have questions on the Wraith, just message me, Matt. For sure, man. I might run into stuff. Like I said, it kind of looks a little nothing-ish right now just because I sent off all the panels. But Garrett does have them now, and I know he was toying with some ideas. So if you guys got some sick kind of patterns or like abstract geometry, cool ideas that you've seen, you can send them my way. Throw them in general chat on Discord, tag me, DM me, whatever you want to do. I'm around. So I'll be around this weekend. And all next week. Like I said, the following week I'll be heading down to PPCs, so you'll see me down there, probably on a stream or two. We'll figure that out as we go. But otherwise, next week, I'm sure we'll have a new product stream, and we've got a bunch more video content coming for you guys. We've just kind of been waiting for the right time to do it. This week was a little crazy with Black Friday. We really didn't. Everybody's got their eyes on crazy stuff this week, so the next couple weeks, you guys should see some more videos coming from us, so be sure to subscribe. So you don't miss it. Like this video if you did, or the stream. Otherwise, you can always hit the little downvote. But if you do, let us know why in the comments so I can fix myself. I know there's a lot to fix, but I try sometimes. Ooh, I'll submit my next build. Yeah, dude, like I said, guys, get on builds.gg. It's super easy to sign up and put your builds in it. Nothing too crazy. And then you can show your builds off to all your friends. And every month we're running the Build of the Month contest. And all you got to do is run over to the webpage, click the little drop down, add your build, and boom, you're in. So super easy, super fun stuff. Go check that out, guys. Be sure to show Singularity Computers and Cable Mod some love. Really glad Cable Mod stepped it up. I didn't think they'd be able to get the cables that quick because I literally ordered like 2 weeks ago, and I think they're already here. And with coronavirus and all that stuff, I figured it might take a little longer. But yeah, they're already here. We'll order another replacement. We're going to get the panels back soon enough. And I'll show you guys what part 2 is all about. But otherwise, I'm probably heading off for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And happy water cooling. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Don't forget to check out the sales and giveaways. Like I said, let me throw that in chat for you real quick before I peace out. But no, it was super great hanging out with you guys today. You made my day. Oh, I forgot. I gotta add it over here. Here we go. So there we go. Discounts, giveaways, all in that link. Be sure to check them out. And we'll be back next week. So